Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. Interesting video today talking about hand depth in the downswing, because there's a lot of talks about whether you should get your hands staying behind you or hands staying in front of you in the downswing. So a lot of the times, you guys, I've noticed in the comments that people say, oh, why do you want your hands so far back when a lot of tour players have their hands out? Well, the thing is, most amateur players struggle with being outside in because the club head gets outside the hands, okay? If your hands are going out and your club head's out, you're not gonna be able to play good golf. You're not gonna be enjoying yourself. So that's why we exaggerate the hands trying to go behind us more to keep the club head behind us more, so that we have a higher likelihood of coming inside out, of delivering the club into the ball with some decent parameters. Because if you're here, the only way for you to somehow save the ball is for you to tilt back, early extend, things that don't really promote consistency, okay? We know we want to rotate the body to promote the face, to promote the club delivering to the ball, not slide and tilt and early extend. We don't want that. So I'm going to talk about how we're going to make hands out work if you're someone who is able to do that. If you're someone who is, let's say, super inside out, this is one thing that could work for you, where from the top of the backswing, if your elite shoulder goes down and around, you see where my hands go? My hands travel out. But that's not the same as hands traveling out just by moving my arms off my chest. You see that? This is me moving my arms off my chest. This is me keeping my arms pinned to my chest as I rotate left shoulder down and around, my elite shoulder down and around. That's what gets the arms going out. But you can see when I do that, my club head stays really, really back, okay? The only way for us to work to make the hands going out work is only if the club stays behind us, okay? If your club moves outside your hands, you're probably not gonna be able to make this work. So if I really exaggerate this, I'm gonna rehearse this for you guys first, okay? Assuming we have a decent backswing, the only way for you to hit pretty decent golf shots is for the club head to stay behind while the hands go out. You see this? The hands still stay back, the hands stay back, and you see how the club head travels back and down as the hands travel out and then around and in. That's the only way for it to work. So if I go really slowly here, I'll try to exaggerate this for you guys, where I feel like my hands work out because of my rotation. Well, that is a weird read. Exaggerate that big time there. I'm gonna try one more for you guys. But you guys can see on that video, my hands went out as my club head stays behind my hands, okay? So exaggerate one more time for you guys. Same backswing, club goes, hands go out, club goes behind because of the elite shoulder going down and around. And I'm able to still hit little push straws, being inside out. Now, if you are someone who struggles with being outside in or coming across and not being able to rotate properly, those are the guys that really like keeping the hands more back, because the more the hands are back, the more the club is likely to be back. From here, you're probably not going to early extend and tilt back, because you can see I'm probably going to miss the ball being this far back. If my hands and club is out here and then I tilt back, then I'm going to be able to hit the ball. So for me to promote rotation, I got to put the hands and arms and club back enough to promote more rotation from here, where I can turn. That's how we get the club back to the ball, okay? So for people who struggle with rotating, that's why we want the hands and arms and club going back. So if I really exaggerate this, this is where I feel like I've asked people to loop it back as I rotate, okay? You can see a really distinct loop here. As you guys can see, a really distinct loop, but that helps promote more rotation instead of tilting back and early extending. Because if I try to do that same same loop with early extending or sliding and tilting, where I'm here and I'll loop and do this, things won't go very well, as you guys can see, okay? So things didn't go really well. This is why I want people to keep their hands further back, because the majority of amateur players who struggle with hitting good golf shots struggle with early extending, struggle with tilting. They're outside in early and then they try to tilt it back to save it late. This is why I want people to stay back. But if you're a better player, if you're someone who is a better player, who is a little bit more inside out than most, then yes, now you have an option to let the hands go out a little bit, but that's only if your club shallows early easily, okay? If you don't shallow the club early, hands going out is not gonna work for you. So I'll exaggerate that one more time. Hands go out because my lead shoulder rotates down and around, but the club shallows quite a bit. I'll really exaggerate this one. You guys can see hands travel a little bit more out, less back than I'm used to. Club still stays really behind me. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, different strokes for different folks. I'm not advocating keeping it behind for everybody. I'm not advocating hands going out for everybody. Do whatever works for you, but understand that there are prerequisites before choosing to go down one path or the other. So any questions, leave in the comments below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.